Really curious to see what your prediction's going to be on the Devon Larratt versus Denis Cyplenkov. And I know that we were just over at Vitacell Illuminati 1.0, and me, you, and Devon were outside for a while, and me and you got to kind of pick Devon's brain, and we were kind of asking him questions, and asking who we thought was going to be more of a threat to him. Was it Hermes or Denis Cyplenkov? And do you remember his answer and all with that?
No, I'm sure he probably said Devon was a bigger threat. I would think.
Denis.
Yeah,
he said he definitely said Denis, and I asked him why, and he was saying that Hermes is only 30 something years old. He's been arm wrestling more than Hermes has been alive. And he said that he was able to get into the mental game of Hermes and kind of get him out of it, where Denis, he does not believe that's going to work. Denis got just as much experience and all. So with that being said, bro, I'm just really interested. What's your thoughts, man? Who do you think is going to get the win that day?
Well, I think Devon's going to get the win that day. I think Denis is much stronger than Devon. However, Denis, he's so strong, he doesn't even try to,
So what's your thoughts, man? Who's going to get the win? Devon versus Denis?
Devon. I think that Denis is too happy to give leverage advantage away.
What do you mean by that? Do you mean by where he's gripping, with him gripping so low?
Yes, where he grips, he's going to grip really low on Devon. And when you do grip low like that, you've got to be just way stronger than your opponent. And years ago, left-handed, Denis was that much stronger than Devon. But right-handed, and now several years into the future, he's not going to be able to give away that much leverage and beat Devon. And I think he's got to give away that much advantage. And once Devon has advantage, it's over. He'll bleed him.
Let me ask you, Bob, if everybody's saying this on the internet and everything, what do you think that Denis would change things up and not necessarily go with that low grip? I mean, he seems to be a very smart arm wrestler, so I just don't see him making a dopey move like that.
Well, I know, but if he tries to grip high, see, there's the problem. If he tries to grip high against Devon, then he's going to be gripping and gripping and gripping and gripping and fall right into Devon's game of tiring out Denis before the go even happens.
So what is the answer with him? First off, you wouldn't fight in the setup. I would just keep bringing your elbow up and all. And then just so I'm 100% right, is Devon high post and top roller? Is that what you expect him to do against Denis?
No.
What do we expect?
High posting means your knuckles are pointing basically straight up.
Okay.
I think Devon is he's gonna be right in the neutral position. He's not gonna be dumped. He's not going to be straight up. He's going to be flat like this.
Okay.
And then when the go happens, he'll probably fight upwards to gain more height against Denis. And I think he'll be able to do it. And if I'm Denis, I'm now the short arm guy going against the tall arm guy. I now grab Devon as high as I can and lat drag down to pull Devon Larratt's arm down. And you've got to have an amazingly strong hand and wrist in order to pull that off, which Denis may very well have.
Yeah.
He may very well have it. So, but if I got to pick a winner, I'm going with Devon.
Let me ask you, Bob, is it in Denis's favor to stay out of the strap, because then he gets to use his hand power over Devon? Or does he want to go to the strap and test Devon's wrist?
This is going to the strap. Neither one of them can hold on to the other.
Who's got the stronger wrist?
Great question. I think if you tested them with a dumbbell, I'll bet Cyplenkov's wrist is stronger if you tested him with a dumbbell. But when you factor in the height of Devon's arm, Devon's wrist may have the superior advantage.
Okay. Now, do you think there's going to be massive games? I can't believe I'm even asking this, but do you think there's going to be massive games in the setup?
You're right. I can't believe you're even asking that.
I just had it, bro. I had to throw that.
Yes. Yes.
100%. Okay. So, yeah, I also, real quick, bro, I wanted to also mention December 9th, going down in Phoenix, Arizona under Greg Brown Productions. I got my big main event super match. I'll be going against Ryan Grondin, aka Twinkie Boy. There's also some other great matches on there. We got Tom Stubberline, my co-host on the Arm Wrestling Buzz. He's going to be pulling Freddie Sanchez. I know you know all those players that I just mentioned.
I know this is just making this longer. Is there a tournament at that event, or is it just super matches?
It's just super matches. The whole thing that Greg Brown is trying to
super match there.
There's talks with RBJ, but I don't know if things actually lined up. You know, there was rumors and talks going on. I don't know if anybody is actually locked in anything.
Yeah, I told you if I wasn't doing anything that weekend, I'd come down and be in your corner.
Yeah.
I kind of got an invite to that thing. I don't know if I can do it. One, I don't know if I have the weekend available, but I'm also pulling the Monster Factory the week before.
Okay.
So, but anyway, we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah, I hope I could get you there, bro. I definitely would love to have you there. But I want to get your predictions, man. First on the Tom versus Freddie Sanchez, just because I know you've trained with Tom for
but I don't know anything about Freddie. So okay. Tom is a very dangerous arm wrestler from this perspective. He can go anywhere at any time and has no fear of doing it. So he is a very, very good technical arm wrestler. He's stronger than I am, but whether he's stronger than Sanchez, I have no idea. I don't know Sanchez at all.
Have you worked with Tom, like helping him out since you were training and practicing with him?
I don't know if helping. I think with Tom, he learns so well on his own. We arm wrestle each other. We enjoy arm wrestling each other at practice because we are both very technical. So I learned stuff when I arm wrestle him. He probably learned stuff when he arm wrestles me, but we don't ever actually like discuss strategies. Not really.
Okay. And then the other one is me versus Twinkie Boy, Ryan Grondin. And we also, what makes that interesting is Ryan Grondin trains with your old training partner, yes, Steve Walker out of New Jersey. So just kind of makes everything a little interesting. You know, he's getting perspective from Steve Walker. I got you as my coach.
I think you're going to win that. The way you arm wrestle is going to be difficult for him. I don't know a whole lot about him from an arm wrestling perspective, but just watching your recent matches, I think he's going to have problems with the way you arm wrestle. So I think you're going to win that.
Nice. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.